Hey team, welcome back to my channel. I have a lot of new subscribers, so for those of you who are new here, my name is KK. You can also call me Fluff. And today we have a butt lifting workout. All right team, you don't need any equipment. Get your mat and your water bottle. Let's get ready to rock. All right team, we're gonna start with just a simple one. We're gonna start with a hip opener to a lateral shuffle. So go ahead and come towards one side of your mat or towel. You're gonna take this inside hip, swing it open, big hip circle, shuffle across the mat. Take the opposite hip, big swing, shuffle back. All right team, just alternating sides right here. Remember to go at your own pace. It's just a warm up. Beautiful. Good, loosening up this hip joint. You will need those hips nice and loose. Beautiful team. Good. It is a beautiful day, and when I pulled up here, the waves were going crazy. So hopefully they put on more of a show. They do that, they'll have like a few really giant waves and they'll kind of calm down. Perfect team. Go ahead and take the feet nice and wide. We're gonna come into some windmills. So I'm gonna go ahead and take my left hand, reach it towards my right toe, back to center, right hand goes towards my left toe, back to center. All right team, get a nice stretch in this hamstring while you get this spinal twist going. Good, warming up through the core. Good. Yeah, I came in and it came up like really high on the beach, and everybody that thought they weren't gonna get wet was like, run away! So should be good looking waves today. Good team. Let's go with one more each side. Wherever you are, even it out. Perfect. Go ahead and come into your natural squat stance. We're gonna come into some overhead squats. So we're gonna come down as both arms come up overhead. Don't worry about getting super low in this squat. It's just a warm up. Good, we're just trying to open up those hips a bit. Good, take your time here. Set your weight back in those heels. Good. And use your glutes to stand this back up. We are gonna work the booty today, so you need it nice and warm. Ready for what's to come? Beautiful team. Good. Good, let's go with a couple more here. Beautiful. Perfect team. Go ahead and take that warm up from the top. So go ahead and come towards one side. We'll come right back into that hip opener to lateral shuffles. Beautiful. Good. Last night I watched Silver Linings Playbook, which I've seen before. But I just love that movie. I was like, I love it. It's like a feel-good movie that's centered around mental health. I'm like, we need more of these. We need more of these in our society. Good team. Good. It's worthy of like every award that it got. It's so awesome. Perfect team. Good, let's go with one more each direction. Wherever you are, even it out. Beautiful. Perfect, go ahead and take the feet nice and wide. We'll come right back into those windmills. Feet wide, arms out in a T formation. Crisscross applesauce going on here. You know what I mean? Take opposite hand towards opposite foot. There we go. Beautiful team. Good. Should be able to stretch a little further now, feeling a little warmer. Good. Beautiful. Perfect. Let's go with one more each side. Wherever you are, even it out. Perfect. Go ahead and come into that natural squat stance. We'll come right back into those overhead squats. Come down, arms come up. Good. Use those arms to counterbalance here so you can sit a little deeper in that squat. Good team. Beautiful. Good. We should get a little lower than we did the first time around. Feeling a little looser? I'm feeling a little looser. The first few I was like, oh, I am tight. Good. I have a habit of filming right after the day that I do heavy deadlifts, which is exactly what happened. I did deadlifts yesterday, so I'm coming into this with some slightly tight hips. Perfect team. Let's go with one more here. Beautiful. Go ahead and take the feet nice and wide. We're going to come to a lateral lunge stretch. So go ahead and bend just the right knee. Get a little stretch in this groin. Good. And then switch. Good. Switch back again. And switch. And we'll go with one more each side. Switch. And switch. Beautiful team. Come back to center. Walk those feet back together and go ahead and come down onto your mat or towel onto the ground. We're going to come into all fours, palms and knees right here as we come into a cat-cow stretch. So big arch in the back, look forward. And curve belly button to spine. Good. Wiggle it out, get a little weird. Find any tight spots, any little kinks that need to be worked out. Beautiful team. Big arch. and curve. Beautiful. We'll go with one more each. Big arch. I can hear the ocean. And curve. Perfect, team. Go ahead and come to a neutral spine. Go ahead and curl those toes under and peel the hips up nice and high into a down dog. Take your moment here to pedal out the feet. Shake off your fluff. By the way, that's where my nickname comes from. My boyfriend calls me Fluff because my hair is gigantic. That's where that came from. Perfect, team. Go ahead and plant the left foot. Step the right foot up into the air and then step it through into your runner's lunge right here. Find your footing here. And then when you're ready, give yourself a little bit of space, spill the toes off slightly, and go ahead and plant the left palm, open up the right one, big twist, and then bring that elbow down towards the ground. Don't worry about touching it. Maybe we're just touching the calf or the ankle. Just do the best you can here. We're gonna alternate between those two a couple more times. So big twist up and bring the elbow down. Good, big twist. Bring the elbow down and go one more each. Big twist up and bring that elbow down. Perfect, team. Go ahead and plant the right palm, step the right foot back, shake it off right here, pedal out those feet, take a moment here to recenter, and then same thing other side. Go ahead and step just the left foot up into your runner's lunge. Give yourself lots of space right here. Spill the toes off the mat. Go ahead and plant the right palm, open up the left one, big twist. Good, and bring that elbow down. Beautiful, team. Big twist. And bring the elbow down. Big twist. And bring the elbow down. Good, one more each. Big twist up. And bring that elbow down. Beautiful, team. Go ahead and plant the left palm, step the left foot back to meet the right. Last little shake off anything you want right here, last little stretches. And then when you're ready, go ahead and walk the feet up towards the hands right here. We're gonna roll it up, get some water if you need it. Let's get ready to rock. All right, team, so coming into our first circuit, we're gonna start with a pull squat to a squat jump. So it looks like this. I'm gonna come all the way down, natural squat stance. I'm gonna come all the way down, come halfway up, back down, squat jump. And if you don't want impact, it's also okay to do a little pulse right here and then squat calf raise. All right, so instead of a jump, just come up onto the tippy toes. A little pulse, calf raise, or pulse and jump. All right, team, when you're ready, we got 30 seconds on the clock. Let's work. Do what's best for you today. Good. Good, and be sure to pace yourself here. Everything about this workout is your pace. I am just your guide. Good. But you meet your appropriate edge for today. Good, team. Good. Beautiful. I don't know about you guys, but my booty already feels fired up. Good, team. A few more seconds. Perfect. Beautiful, team. Go ahead and step towards the front of the mat right here. We're gonna come into some reverse lunges. So I'm gonna go ahead and keep the left foot planted, and I'm gonna step back with the right reverse lunge, back up. All right, team, we got 30 seconds staying on the same side. Let's work. Good. And take your time here, especially if you have sensitive knees. Don't worry about getting super low. It's okay if you lunge up nice and high right there. All right, team, do the best you can. Good, team. We're gonna do lots of single side work today. Fair warning. Good. But that's how we make sure we're nice and even. I have been uneven. I had knee surgery years ago, and I've never felt like my right could keep up with my left since then. So single side work is really handy for that. Perfect, team. So the same leg that was staying in front is gonna stay in front as we come. I'm gonna back up a little bit so I'm more in the center as we come to some single leg deadlifts. So I'm gonna keep that left foot planted, and I'm just gonna bring the right foot up as I come into this single leg deadlift and back up, reaching for the ground. Don't worry about touching the ground. It's okay if maybe we need to come down to a chair or a block. Maybe we can touch the ground. Just do the best you can, team. All right, pulling from this glute and this hamstring. Keep a nice little bend in this knee right here and a little soft bend in the left knee, and keep that back nice and straight as you reach for the ground. All right, team, we got 30 seconds on the clock. Let's work. Good. So that same leg, lunges are gonna challenge more of your quad. Deadlifts are gonna challenge more of the hamstring. Good, team. Both work your booty in different ways. Good. So staying on that same leg, we're giving it a run for its money. Working the front of the leg and then the back of the leg. It's working. Good, team. Good, and don't get frustrated if you lose balance. Be patient. Perfect, team. Now, we're gonna go ahead and plant the right foot this time, and we're still gonna work this left leg as we bring it straight out to the side. All right, team? 30 seconds on the clock. Let's work. Good. Engaging this outer hip. Beautiful. Good. This is what I meant by lots of single side work. So left leg, we just work front, back, and now the side. Good. And then we're gonna do the same thing on the other side. Beautiful team. Good, we got about 10 seconds left. Good. So I did a Google search on what are the happiest states? Perfect team. Shake it off. Same thing other side. So go ahead and step back towards the front. Go ahead and plant the right foot this time and the left leg's gonna lunge back. All right team, we got 30 seconds on the clock. Let's work. Good. And not surprising, Hawaii's like consistently in the top 3. So then I started looking into like, oh, what states are best for having the lowest crime? And I just kind of went down this little rabbit hole. And then I discovered that Rhode Island is like really cool. Like if you guys live there, comment below. And my boyfriend is from New York. So I've always been like, perfect team. Go ahead and I'm gonna step back to the center again. I'm gonna go ahead and stay on that right foot as we come to single leg deadlifts. 30 seconds on the clock team. Let's work. Good. I've always been very, I don't wanna say anti, but like, I don't like snow. So I don't really favor the northeast of the US. I went to school in Boston, so I am speaking from experience when I say that. Too much snow for me. But I noticed that like Rhode Island isn't that far away and it gets significantly less snow. Beautiful team. Perfect, shake it off. Go ahead and plant the left foot this time. Open up that right one to the side. 30 seconds on the clock team. Let's work. Good. So realistically, we will probably not live in Hawaii forever. Cry, unfortunately. You know, we're kind of at a stage where we're actively thinking about the future. And my boyfriend does not want to raise kids here. He feels like Hawaii's education for little ones is not up to the same standards as the mainland is. And that's okay with me. Perfect team. Shake it off. We're gonna go ahead and take that circuit from the top. So we're gonna go ahead right back into those squat pulls to squat jumps. All right, team, we got 30 seconds on the clock. Let's work. A little tongue tied there. Beautiful team. Good. So obviously he's biased because his family's in New York. So he would love to move over there. We'll probably do Hawaii for like at least 2 years, we're thinking, maybe longer. Maybe his mind will change. I love it here. I could stay here. I'm not really worried about my kids not getting a good education. Like if worse comes to worse, I could homeschool them. Perfect team, shake it off. So we're gonna come right back into those reverse lunges. So go ahead and step back towards the front. Keep that left foot planted, lunge back with the right. 30 seconds on the clock team, let's work. Good. And both Dwayne and I are very nerdy. So I was like, they'll be fine. Between the two of us, like we can teach them, like they'll be okay. But we'll see, that's a long ways off. But I would not be opposed. Honestly, I don't think I'd be opposed to checking out Rhode Island at least. It looks really pretty and it's really safe and everything else. I feel like that's a place where you could bring up kids. Perfect team, go ahead and come right back into those single leg deadlifts. 30 seconds on the clock team, let's work. And you know, you can let them like go right around on their bike and it'd be totally safe. Beautiful. Good team. Which is more so what I was after. I'm less worried about education because like I said, we were both really great students. So I have no doubt that we could teach them. But I would like them to feel like they're safe and yeah, get that nice neighborly feeling. Perfect team, go ahead and plant that right foot, open up the left one. 30 seconds on the clock team, let's work. Which I feel like is almost like a greatly overlooked part of society, where I feel like neighbors are really important, you know? In case your kid or pet or whatever, like a dog run away and something like that, it's nice to have good neighbors to have another pair of eyes that see that and are looking out for your best interest. So I'm under the impression from the research that I did, perfect team, shake it off. We'll go ahead and come into reverse lunges, opposite side. So go ahead and plant the right foot, left foot steps back, 30 seconds on the clock team, let's work. So I'm under the impression based on the research that I did that Rhode Island has some good neighborhoods like that. So if you live there, comment on this video and let me know if I'm right or wrong, but I would like to check it out. That's how I feel. Good. I'm really not sure I can do snow again. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Everything's up in the air. Like I said, we're in this phase where we're trying to figure it out. And we're gonna move around probably quite a bit. Perfect, team. Go ahead and come into those single leg deadlifts. 30 seconds on the clock, team. Let's work. Good. We're in a stage of figuring it out and trying to figure out where we can call home, in the long term. Beautiful. We're young, we're thinking about it. Good, team. But I will say, it looks very, very scenic. Good, team. A few more seconds, stay with me. And that what was cool about Washington is Washington definitely has its seasons. It definitely gets cold. Perfect, team. Shake it off. Go ahead and plant that left foot, open up the right one. 30 seconds on the clock, team. Let's work. It definitely has its seasons, but winter is not snowy, it's just cold. You know what I mean? So I can still the lifestyle that I live where I'm a runner and I want to go out and not worry about slipping on black ice and busting my butt, that type of thing. Makes me feel like the snow's not necessarily for me. But I don't know, if they get rid of it off the street pretty quickly, then maybe, I'm just curious. That's where we're at. Good, team. Good, couple more seconds. Sneak one more in. Perfect, team. Shake it off, get some water if you need it, and we'll come into our second circuit. All right, team, so coming into our second circuit, we're gonna start some sumo squat pulses. I'm gonna take the feet nice and wide, slightly wider than they would be in a normal squat stance, and toes pointed slightly outward. And now from here, I'm gonna come all the way down, and I'm just gonna come halfway up and back down, and I'm gonna stay low right here, keeping everything flexed. All right, team, we got 30 seconds of pulses right here. Let's work. Good, and this is going to burn. Fair warning. Good. Staying under tension it's like a good slow burn. Good. Use your glutes to stand this back up. Good, team. Good. This is one of those times where it's all right, this is the longest 10 seconds I've ever felt, because it's just such a burn. Good, but it's so effective, so good for you. Good, team. Perfect. Go ahead and stand back up. I know you feel that. Shake it off for a moment, and then go ahead and come down onto the mat. When you're ready, we're gonna come down onto our backs as we come into some single leg glute bridges. So I'm gonna press up right here, and I'm gonna press through one foot, press through the left foot first, bring the right leg up, back down, then press through the right foot, back down. All right, team, single leg glute bridges, alternating sides right here. We got 30 seconds on the clock, team. Let's work. Good. Big squeeze in the glutes at the top of this movement. Good, team. One thing I hope for my future kids, if I have them, or future kids in general that aren't mine, just society. I always in hindsight, not always I should say, but in hindsight, I really wish that my school had a debate team. I didn't go to a private school or anything fancy. I just went to a regular public school. Perfect, team. Go ahead and roll on up, flip on over onto all fours, onto palms and knees right here. And go ahead and flex the right foot right here as we come into some glute kickbacks right here, keeping the knee bent at 90 degrees. All right, team, we got 30 seconds on the clock. Let's work. Good. Yeah, in hindsight, I really wish they had a debate team because I feel like our generation, I'm a millennial, I'm 31. Our generation, myself included, does not handle disagreements well. And so I really hope that my kids and our future generations are just better at handling disagreements than we are as a society. Perfect, team. Perfect. Go ahead and straighten out the leg. You're just gonna come into little pulses right here with straight leg glute raises. 30 seconds on the clock, team. Let's work. So you're not gonna let that foot touch the ground. You're just small movement here, just a little baby pulse at the top. Good. Feeling the burn in that booty. That right butt cheek is working. Good, team. I feel like, and I know as I've progressed through life here, I know when I was a teenager, I was very quick to dismiss people. We are like the inventors. Our generation is like the inventors of cancel culture. Perfect, team. Go ahead and lower on down. Same thing other side. So go ahead and bend the left ankle and the left knee right here. Lift straight up. 30 seconds on the clock, team. Let's work. Good. Beautiful. And I know when I was a teenager, I didn't argue with people. Like if people got on my nerves, I would just be like, we don't need to talk. And I would just walk away. And then in my 20s, in my low 20s, I feel like I got better at communication. I was less dismissive. People would bother me, and then I would tell them like, you know, this is what you did and this is why it bothers me. You know, so this upset me. Perfect team, go ahead and straighten out that leg. A little pulses, 30 seconds on the clock team. Let's work. You know, so this is why this upset me. And then as I got into my late 20s and into my early 30s, I've evolved past that a bit as well, where I've become a lot more empathetic, where you know, things just don't bother me as much because I'm seeing people's perspective a lot more. I'm like able to put myself in their shoes a lot easier. Perfect team, go ahead and lower that leg, come on up. We're gonna come right back into those sumo squat pulses. Take that from the top, 30 seconds on the clock team. Let's work, feet nice and wide right here. Where instead of letting things upset me, I'll kind of like take a step back, you know, and I'll be like, well, let's look at it from their perspective. You know, we disagree on this, but I feel like this is what I've noticed. A lot of times I could disagree with somebody, but our intentions are the same. Like we both want what's best for said situation. We just have different ways of handling it based on our own experiences. Perfect team, come on up, shake it off. We're gonna come right back down on the ground, come into those single leg glute bridges. So come on down nice and flat right here. 30 seconds on the clock team, let's work. Good. Yeah, based on their own experiences, so we're just different and that's totally fine. Good team. And so, I don't know, I feel like as I've gotten older, I've become more empathetic and I'm better at handling disagreements because I honestly feel like most people have good intentions. We might go about it in different ways and disagree, but there's no reason to like just cut people off completely. There is, but it takes like a more extreme measure than what it used to take. Perfect team, go ahead and flip on over. We're gonna go ahead and come right back into those bent leg glute kickbacks. So go ahead and bend the right ankle and the right knee right here. Lift straight up. 30 seconds on the clock team, let's work. Good. Yeah, it takes a lot for me to like, you know, cut somebody off completely. Like I said, when I was a teenager, I was a real quick snap. But now it's like, I don't know, it's just like, most people are not mean-spirited. Most people, not all, but most people are not. And they mean well, even if you disagree with their methods of how we get to our common goal, you know? So I really hope that future generations are just taught better than I was. Perfect, go ahead and straighten that leg. 30-second pulses right here. Let's work. Good. Beautiful team. I hope that they're taught to disagree in a respectful way and keep an open mind about what somebody else thinks and their opinions, and they're not, like I was kind of like, you're stupid, why do you think like this? They're not stupid, they've had different experiences from you that have shaped their perspectives. Good team, good. So I hope my kids, or future kids in general, perfect team, go ahead and lower back down. Same thing, other side, go ahead and bend the left ankle and left knee. Lift straight up, 30 seconds on the clock team, let's work. Good. So I hope that whatever school system they go through values that. You know, times change, we should evolve with it, and I hope teachers realize and districts realize that that's an important life lesson that I wasn't taught as a kid how to handle these situations. And that's an important life lesson. So I just hope like debate classes more widely used. Perfect team, go ahead and straighten that leg. 30-second pulses, let's work. Good. And not just at private schools, but like all schools, because it's just important. You know, as you come of voting age and stuff, to be able to disagree respectfully and understand other people's perspectives. Good team. I don't know about you guys, but my booty's on fire. Last exercise right here, we're almost there. Good. Good, nice strong cores here. Beautiful. Perfect team, woo! Go ahead and drop, shake it off, get some water if you need it, and we'll come into a cool down. All right, team, so coming into a cool down, let's go ahead and stretch out those hard-working glutes. So go ahead and come down onto the ground right here, flat on the back, and go ahead and cross the right ankle over the left knee. Lift the left leg up and thread the needle. Grab the back of that left thigh. Relax the head as you come into this figure 4 piriformis stretch. Option to bring that right elbow into the right knee if you want a little more. Kind of pull that left leg towards yourself here. Good. Just feel a nice opening in the hips. And just relax, bring the heart rate back down. I don't know about you guys, but my booty's on fire. I felt that, so take a moment here to stretch it out. Perfect, team. Go ahead and same thing, other side. Cross the left ankle over the right leg. Grab the back of that right thigh, relax the head. Figure 4 piriformis stretch on the other side. Beautiful. I gotta say, I'm really enjoying listening to this ocean. I feel like, I don't know why, but it's this like phenomenon where I feel like I can hear it more when my head is down towards the earth. Either that or I'm hearing something else that just makes it sound like amplified, but if I hear it more when I'm down towards the earth here. It's very relaxing. Perfect, team. Go ahead and grab onto the backs of both thighs and roll on up. I'm gonna scoot back just a little bit here as we're gonna come into a cross leg stretch. So I'm gonna go ahead and straighten out the left leg and cross the right foot over. Get a hold of this right knee and give it a little tuck inwards so you feel a nice stretch in the IT band on the outside of this right leg as you venture into the spinal twist. Right hand comes behind you. Good. And try to resist that urge to like crank your back and make it pop 15 times. Gently sink into this twist with each exhale. Beautiful, team. And don't forget to give this right knee a little bit of a tug. Inward. Beautiful. Yeah, I feel so lucky to call this home. I'm okay with it not being home forever, but like, look at this. How could I not be happy? Perfect, team. Same thing other side. Go ahead and straighten out the right leg and cross the left leg over, grab onto that left knee and venture into the spinal twist. But there is beauty in other places. I also did find, when I lived in Washington, I think Washington is absolutely gorgeous. True statement. We more so moved because my boyfriend had been there like 5 years and was like, I'm just ready for something new. Like, I'm not ready to just be like, yeah, this is home for life now. Which I get, you know. So I, unlike him, I hopped around quite a bit. I've lived in several states. Yeah, so I understand his perspective. Perfect, team. Go ahead and unwind right here and flip on over. Go ahead and come onto all fours right here and then curl those toes under and lift the hips up nice and high into a down dog. Pedal out the feet right here, shake off your fluff. Good, and then when you're ready, go ahead and step the right foot through. Go ahead and frame that right foot, and then when you're ready, go ahead and drop the back knee, uncurl the back toes, and take a big beach ball up overhead. Get this left hip tucked up nice underneath you. I needed a slightly wider stance there, so you adjust as you need. Get this left hip tucked under you. Should feel a nice stretch in the front of that hip flexor. Maybe slight back bend here. Let it all in. Beautiful, team. Good. And there's a plane, helicopter, something going overhead, as you can hear that. So I'm sorry, it'll pass. And when you're ready, team, go ahead and rain the fingertips on down and go ahead and straighten out through that front leg. Get a nice runner's hamstring stretch going on here. Good. Beautiful, team. Let the head go heavy. Good. Then when you're ready, go ahead and roll through that front foot. Go ahead and curl the back toes under and lift the back knee, and then step that right foot back to meet the left. Nice little shake off right here. And then same thing other side. Go ahead and step up the left foot into your runner's lunge, find your footing, and then drop that back knee, uncurl the back toes, and take a big beach ball up and overhead. Get that right hip tucked up underneath you this time. Good, maybe slight back bend. Feeling awesome. Good. Beautiful, team. And take the time tomorrow too to stretch out your glutes and hamstrings and hips if you're feeling tight, feeling a little sore from this workout. Good, team. Perfect. Go ahead and rain it down. Plant the palms and straighten out through that front leg, runner's hamstring stretch. Keep a nice generous bend in this front knee right here. Good. Oh, but like I was saying, Washington is absolutely gorgeous. Like, so much of it is forest, and how much the people appreciate that it's forest and they want to preserve it is just, it's a great culture, and yeah, a bunch of nature enthusiasts and very, very relaxed people. which I feel like happens when you spend more time in nature. Ta-da, amazing how that works. Good, team, go ahead and roll through that front foot right here. Lift up the back knee, plant the palms, and step that front foot back. Go ahead and shake it off right here. Last little shake off. Take any last little stretches that you need, and then you're gonna walk the hands up towards the feet. I'm gonna do both. Hands up towards the feet and feet towards the, and hands, okay, feet towards the hands and hands towards the feet. So I meet in the middle right here in this nice little forward fold. Let everything go heavy here. Then when you're ready, really take your time here, accentuate vertebrae by vertebrae, rolling it up. Good. Beautiful, team. And we will meet in mountain pose at the top. Ooh, check out that sweaty belly. All right, anyways, palms face forward here in mountain pose. Go ahead and walk the feet together. And then if you're ready, we'll say our goodbyes today. So go ahead and bring both palms up to the third eye. If you enjoyed this workout, please hit the like and subscribe button because I have new workouts every single week. Thank you guys so much. Excellent work today, and I'll see you guys next time. Namaste.